Renzi Charitable Trust application.
May I address your council? I'm Karen Van Riven, President of the Library Board. First of all, we want to thank Scott because he's done a lot to help us fill out the papers for the grant. We're very well pleased with what he has come up with. We need to raise some monies, and Mr. Peterson is going to address that as treasurer of our library board.
First of all, I'd like to thank you for letting us speak this evening and being on your agenda. And we come asking you for your financial assistance for our project. And first of all, does anybody have any questions about what the problem is and how we're going to fix it and stuff?
I do think it's worthwhile to go through these listing of expenses, and I'm not even sure that you have it, but I just gave a copy to Karen.
We can share.
As far as the updated expenses.
Here it is, good. Thank you.
Because the library board looks at this really as a comprehensive way to try to address this problem with the settling floor or settling foundation. So there's many things that are involved with it, and they end up then working its way into a really large project. But this would say the pressure grouting, this concrete raising service actually comes in, and on a 5-foot grid inside the library, they have a hole every 5 foot on grid, and they're pumping it full of grout in an attempt to stabilize the slabs and to fill any of the voids underneath, because they had found some voids. These pressure push piles, this is a way of stabilizing the northeast corner of the foundation. And again, when this contractor came in and did the core samples, they found some sinking on the northeast corner, especially of the library. This internal, what I call an interior leveling course, this is essentially the same flowable mortar thing that we use down here in the council. Okay, it's just on a very large scale, and this would propose that you do the entire building. And in order to do the entire building, you take everything completely out of the building. So that, again, this gets to where it ends up being quite a project. Repair interior cracks and paint, that's the quote they got complete from Auburn. And replacing the carpeting in the public area, they had this quote from Wall Lake Lumber of $7,200. This also would entail the replacement of all the tile in the entryway, linoleum in the back hallway and restrooms, and they have some laminate that's down in that meeting. And that $8,000 is just an estimate. That's just my swag to put a number. You see what the total cost is, about $70,000 on that project. The library board will ask the council to approve this application to the Renzi Trust, and they can award up to $75,000 on that. Did not want to ask for all of that. You know, you want to put forth a really good looking grant application, and in doing so, it's not asking for all of the money. It shows a lot of additional funds in it, so that really can show a strong partnership in order to do this. So, then this would also propose $20,000 from the Glenn and Ethel Colby endowment.
Will that exhaust the endowment?
No. The balance of that's about $75,000 now.
When is the trust awarded, the trust grant award?
They're due tomorrow, and I don't know what the timeline is, other than it turns around pretty quick because the projects have got to be done and all the paperwork submitted by the 1st of December. But then you want to talk a little bit about the fundraising parts?
Yeah. Yes. Well, you have a letter from the friends.
I left that thing upstairs.
That was fly.
No, doggone it, I told Darren I'd bring that down and I forgot it.
Well, and we've decided that we're not a bake sale type of group, pancake breakfast type of group, so we thought we might put out a letter to all the constituents in the community, and perhaps enclose the letter with the public utilities billing, asking for donations. And what we are asking you is to match the funds that we might raise from this fundraising event up to your total of up to $10,000. So
The number we see here is 6, so I'm just asking for clarification. If I'm reading it correctly.
That's not correct because
Whatever he's getting will be correct. I just want to make sure I'm clear.
yes, it's 6 from the city and 6 from the town. We were going to ask for up to 10,000. Possibly we can raise 10,000.
Okay. And will you be needing assistance with the mailings and such, I would imagine? I don't know. Would that be inclusive in what we would match or on top of that?
I guess we will see fit to.
I know that typically I think runs $400 to $500, I think, for the mailings on the utilities. I just want to be sure because I'm not sure we've got anything like this with the new council members, so.
I guess we would include that in the money.
right. We have been working very diligently. We've had all these people come in and give us inspections and quotes, and we think we're doing the right thing. And we certainly invite you at any time to come over and check things out and see how things look. And don't trip over the orange tape, though. That's what it's good for. So anyway, that's when Scott brings you that letter.
Question, my question is like, we were talking about, in order to replace all this, taking all this stuff out, would that be done by volunteers, or would that be done by hiring somebody? What's your thoughts on that?
In the letter from the Friends of the Library, they indicate that they would help with this project, moving all the books and stuff out. And we welcome to have any volunteers help.
Sure.
We thought maybe asking like the Black Hawk Men's Club, something like that.
Where will it go?
We have discussed with a person who owns empty truck trailers, you know, put a couple big empty trailers behind and put books in there temporarily. And we've also mentioned maybe using the Methodist Church as a place where we might store some of this stuff in the interim.
Our idea is keeping everything right close to the library, so it would be easy to move out and,
I think you would want to be somewhere where it's temperature controlled and humidity controlled and...
September and October.
So that's when the work
We're
will be
talking
done?
a month, so we're hoping.
September to October?
And this letter is from Diane and Nutt, who's president of Friends of the Library.
Right. So they're offering their physical assistance as well as they're helping in raising the financial assistance.
We were talking while you were on the side about they would like up to 10,000. So I think that was clear to everything. And we talked about, when we've done mailings in the past, it seems like it runs about $400.
That costs about, excuse me, $400 some for the postage.
So it would just be a one-time mailing? That's
I believe so.
your intent?
I believe so. And maybe you could put it in your community update folder.
Sure.
Your thing that you have, what is it, monthly?
Yep. Newsletter.